I like the little plants. They
People here don't make this. So Catherine can do something.
Hey there, hola, thanks for your return. Today we're driving through the capital city of Namibia. So we're approaching this area. It's called Windhoek. It's one of the most like prestigious suburbs, if you will, right? So on your left, you do start to see the fence of like the official residence of the president, right? Bars. No, the fence, it has like this like gold ornament, and these are pretty much the Welwitschia mirabilis. It's a native plant that grows in the Namib Desert, and the Namib Desert runs along the coastline of Namibia and Angola. And this plant is very unique because it has a lifespan of like over 500 years, right? And its leaves grows like from the first seedling, and then it continues to grow. It does not shed at all, which is really, really unique. So let's talk a little bit about the State House, which is called the White House in other parts of the world. So it's just the residence of the president, pretty much. And so it was, this is embarrassing, it was designed and constructed by North Korea. I don't know why. But so it pretty much have like a style of like North Korea socialist realism, and this style depicts like communist values and the emancipation of the proletariat, which is like a social class. The company that designed it was the Men's Wade Overseas Project, and they pretty much have projects in many African countries. So they do a lot of like government projects and monuments. It's also very controversial because it raised concerns of, does it have Namibian identity, right? But overall, does it fit in? I think so. It does fit in. I'm curious to know. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Namibian State House fits in with the local environment, and does it fit to be called a Namibian State House?
It's nice, all white. In the corner. I also like this plant.
oh yeah, it's beautiful.
So we're still in the Windhoek suburb, like looking at all these like beautiful mansions, right? And it's this area is such an opportunity to just like build from ground up. So it's like every architect's dream to like have a project in this area, right? Because you literally start from a clean slate. I was looking a little bit in the real estate of this area, and I have found out that most, like on average, most houses are like minimum 3-bedroom, right, 4-bedroom, which is expected of mansions. I think they do have townhouses, like 2-bedroom townhouses, and which are at a minimum a million Namibian dollars, which is approximately like 62,400 US dollars, which is just like mind blowing, right? But it's expected. They have a lot of like modern architecture. That's Gabriel. Very creative. What type of material did you use?
0.8mm black sheet.
Black sheet. And you varnished it Varnish it and paint. Okay. What? This is my favorite. In the midst of all these like beautiful suburbs, there's like an opportunity for business, right? Like people want to go to a place where they can get like all this like great art, you know. So we stopped at this like woodworks, quote unquote, like a wood market. So it was really interesting to see all this furniture and artwork. And the local wood industry is established from the upper part of Namibia, the northern part of Namibia, specifically in like the Kavango and Zambezi regions. That's where they all get all that wood from, and all this like very interesting woodwork, furniture, etc.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, they're working on them. It's not finished yet. Yeah.
Work in progress.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is finished. Yeah. This is well finished.
Well, we are currently on Independence Avenue, which is a commercial strip, and so the city center was stretched along the Independence Avenue, like this avenue, and it goes all the way down the southern industrial area, extending the commercial line further like south outwards. So this is the downtown Windhoek city center. Giving us a little bit of a tour is my favorite YouTuber.
Building here, this was actually one of the most expensive building architecture that was built in 1913 by the German. It was the administrative block, the whole of this. So you can see how the shape of the roof is. It's more of triangular.
And that's on your left, baby.
This one. So they thought it would actually snow here because of the altitude. We are just about 1,800 meters above the sea level. I'm not sure how that is in feet, but we are really quite high. So they thought because of that it would snow, and the roofs are more of a triangular shape so that the snow can slide down. This street used to be called Kaiserstrasse, so more of German. It was turned down into Independence Avenue, main street that cuts through the CBD. When we were fighting for independence, communist states were really quite in support of Namibia. For example, like Cuba. That's why this street is named Fidel Castro. Really? Communist states like China, Cuba, Russia, these were countries that were really in support of Namibia's independence. And you will see like Fidel Castro and all these communist leaders. Of course, we did not become like them as communists.
Sure.
But at least they helped us, and we honor them for that. The Christ Church was built in 1910. So the construction started in 1903, but then the war broke out between the Ovaherero. Let me just quickly drive around it. Between the Ovaherero and the Nama. So everything, the construction, then it stopped. And everyone said, okay, let's stop, let's concentrate on the war first. So the war went on until 1907. By 1907, when the war ended, then the foundation was already made, and then they just continued with the construction. By 1910, it was done. So it's the oldest church we have in the capital city, and it's I'm sure wherever you go, you'll always see this picture of this church representing our city, representing our country. So the marbles were actually imported from Italy.
Oh,
yes.
that's interesting.
And the bricks, as you were coming from the airport, you passed under a bridge, a train bridge. So when they were demolishing the mountains to create a bridge. The rocks, they brought them here to build the church. So it's from there. And we have a bell which rings every 12 o'clock every day. Yeah. So this is our Parliament garden. So the Parliament building, we are just quickly going to have a quick check up there.
I had a picnic there before.
You had a picnic in here.
We're on a date or something. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's where people come here for picnics. Sometimes there are some wedding receptions that happens in here.
It's been around since like 1932, and it used to be an olive plantation. I didn't know that. So in the Parliament Gardens, there's a Parliament building, which is a essentially where the government leaders or politicians congregate. It's like a national council and national assembly. It has like this like neoclassical architecture style on the front facade. So the downside of this building is it was when the German were in the government, or literally the German government, when they were colonizing Namibia at the time, they forced labor by the Herero and the Nama people, which are the native people of Namibia, to build this parliament, now present day Parliament Garden.
Back in the days, it was the fort. It was used for different purposes. It was at some point it was a hotel. At some point during the war between the Herero and the Nama, it was used as a refugee camp. So women and children, they were housed in here during that war. So that was a shelter for them. So it has been used for different purposes. It was a museum at some point. Here, where there is this statue here, there was a man on a horse from German. So what was written on there was also to praising the German, that they fought against these people, and so the way how they were putting it was more of discriminatory. So if you read that talks bad about us, we would rather put something that shows how we fought to get liberated from how we broke the chains of liberation. So that's why, and people were like, look, let's throw away that thing. It was made in German Berlin, and it was shipped here through Walsh Bay, and it was brought in there. Unfortunately, you cannot get that because of the place that locked it. I was going to show you the van on the course. Yeah, so red roof. Most of them were built by the Germans. Some then got built by the South Africans. So we were under the German colony from 1890, I would say, even earlier, until the end of First World War. So by the end of the First World War, the League of Nations, when it was formed, it gave the mandate to South Africa to take over Namibia. And to become the territory of South Africa. So we have been, from the end of First World War, we have been part of South Africa until 1990. So if you ask Namibians, they will tell you more about the South African history and the struggle than the Germans, because the Germans were only for a short time, and it was quite longer. I just want to show you this building here quickly. So this building was also built by the Germans, quickly, this one. It was mostly for employees, government employees. So it's a 10-man house. Only single 10 men were allowed to live in this house. If you were married, you were not allowed as a government official. So it was used for that. It's still a government property up to this day, but now they changed it that it's only women that are single that lives in here. I'm not sure if it's still the same. So everything is changed. That's the 10-man house. One of the best private hospital where one can come in case of emergency if something happens. Run to med clinic, they're good doctors.
best sunsets.